Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from the outskirts of the internet. God damn it! Fuck! Cough! It's the Gaming
Well,
Saloon! 23rd of January, 2015, with your hosts, Pacemaker248, Rampant Epsilon, and Tommy Gun 2442. God damn it! Fuck.
all right. Refresh the thing.
Refresh.
Uh,
Refresh.
re-
Refresh.
re-
Refresh it. Okay, Twitch app, come on. We are live.
crap.
Show that to me, please.
That hit quick. I was not expecting that. All right. Well, I've got good news. I'm through 26 episodes of Arc 5 on my rewatch. And last night I voiced out like almost the entirety of the R&R just off the fly, on the fly. None of it's wrote down because I'm an idiot. But it's at least in my head somewhere, this entire article. It's going to be long, just in case you're wondering, folks. And it's going to be super spoilery. So, Glock, don't read it.
Don't read what?
Never mind.
He wasn't
read
even
what?
paying attention.
The Arc 5 R&R I'm putting out in the next like week or so.
I'm not going to. I gotta catch up. By the way, I haven't watched another episode of 5Ds.
So you're not anywhere further on 5Ds, and you haven't caught up to Arc 5. Good to know.
I've got to binge watch, but it's just
Can you not find the time to do it?
no, I can't.
Oh, well, that's one thing.
Hopefully,
another-
I'll have time this weekend to do it. So
I was about to say that's one thing. Another thing would be you just keep forgetting about it. That would require me to slap you upside the head every once in a while, just being like, "Hey, do the thing you want to do." I have to do that to myself sometime too. So yeah, I should have the first half of it wrote up. I'm gonna wait until 40 is out subwives at least to write up the second half of it. But other than that, it should be set for a sometime in the next week release. I'll find a slot at some point to put it in, to drop it in. Just bear in mind, it will be long. It will be the longest thing I've written for the site.
well done.
So, anything else anyone wants to bring up?
No, because what I want to bring up, I will be bringing up later in the show, so yeah.
I know that feeling.
I can't bring anything up because there hasn't been a new episode of Rebels yet.
Oh, I just mean anything in general.
And someone doesn't have any means of recording anything, so yeah.
I'm kind of ticked off about that. I have decided tomorrow I'm going to get the tools, and I'm going to take my controller apart and find out what the frick is wrong with it, since apparently the company that I want to send it back to and see if they can send me a new one, yeah, they said, I'm sorry, we can't send you a new one. All we can do is refund you your money.
Welp, whelp, 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 whelp.
Then why not do that and get another one?
Because the fact all of my games are saved to that Xbox.
Oh, they're trying to say the Xbox as a whole needs to be sent back.
No, it's just the controller. But they said that I have to put the entire console back in the box with the controller, everything, and send it back to them.
That's a load of shit.
Exactly.
It's like the argument I had, an argument I kind of had with the people who made my hard drive. To where I told them, it's like, I have a problem on my hard drive. And they're like, well... And I told them, it's the base that you set the hard drive on. And they told me no. And the tech support person I was talking with said no. And I go, no, it is. I know it is. And they finally sent me a base. And guess what? It worked. So, meh. Never trust your tech support wholeheartedly.
Especially when they try to tell you something that you already know.
Yeah.
I've had that one happen too, and it's like, I know that. I told you that was what was happening, and then you just told me that that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Who's the
Like they try.
idiot here?
Yeah, they tried to tell me it was a cable, and I'm like, no, it's not. Why? Because I just replaced the cable to get longer cable. It's not the cable.
It's like I've got an external hard drive, and I know the connection to the hard drive itself, that little adapter thing there,
Mm-hmm.
that is the problem. If I bump it the wrong way, it'll disconnect.
Yeah.
I know what it is because it's loose,
Mm-hmm.
but it don't bother me if I don't move it. Problem solved.
I believe with mine, it was the port that the USB cable plugs into, which it's technically not a USB connection on that end, but
Yeah, I
it is
know.
on the other end, so we'll just go with it. It was jiggling, so it was losing connection if you jiggled it hard enough.
So yours it was that it was loose in the base.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is the base's loose connection to the drive itself. Kind of weird.
Well, now that we vented our technical difficulty stories,
Yes.
let's talk about some gaming news.
We
We
All
might
shall.
right, let's
we,
start it.
we might as well start with the big thing from these past 2 weeks, because to be honest, this is probably the only thing you're going to care about. But there was more news. There's other things, but this is the main thing everyone's going to care about because it's Nintendo. It's a Nintendo Direct, which is like a mini E3 in terms of news, and yeah,
But wait, wasn't Nintendo still technically at E3 with the Treehouse?
yes.
Okay.
They were at E3. They just had, instead of having like a big press conference, they had like their online like treehouse stuff and Nintendo Directs, which is what this is. It's like a mini E3 for them of just like, here's us like just showing you what's upcoming and
Yeah,
announcing things.
they kind of screwed up pretty bad at their Treehouse during E3.
But to be honest, Nintendo Direct as just a couple months kind of thing in terms of news, it's actually a good idea.
Okay. Are we going to be
Yeah.
watching the whole thing, or
No.
I was about to say that's going to
The
be a
whole thing's
long
like an
one.
hour plus long.
Yeah,
And I'll be honest, there's one thing out of this that got me super fucking excited.
I can already guess what that is because I'm staring at it.
Fucking new Fire Emblem, man, on the
Yeah,
3DS. Woo! like like I was kind of flipping out when I heard that because I'm like, yay! And it gave me a new joke because it doesn't have a name yet. Like the
I
only name I've
know.
seen is Fire Emblem If, but that's on like a one listing in one store. Otherwise, it's the latest edition of Fire Emblem, and I'm calling it Fire Emblem Latest Edition. Thus, if you're wondering where the title of this episode came from, there you go. It's my joke for this new Fire Emblem game, and oh my god, it's run. Here's the thing: it's not gonna name, it's not gonna release date, but pay attention to the trailer. Pay attention to the trailer, and you're gonna see that I honestly believe that this is further
These
along in development than they
colonists
let
are
on.
committing treason.
Haha, IGN. Fucking ad.
So I guess that's the cue to take a look at it.
I always try to buffer it. Damn it. I always try to buffer it before we actually get started.
Oh,
And I think your cough's
hey,
contagious, by the way.
yeah, apparently.
Because that
I
it caught me in the middle of the sentence, and it was like, ah!
I just keep seeing commercials for this fucking thing. The Liberty over on History.
Yeah.
I keep seeing commercials for it. Like, I'm curious enough because I think history makes some good, like, movie-esque things, but, So we got it all queued up.
Yes, I do anyhow.
Glock, you got it queued up and ready?
Which video again?
Fire Emblem teaser trailer, because we might as well get my bias out of the way.
Was says media ready, but I'm not sure.
It's probably gonna play an ad.
Stop.
As I said, it's probably going to play
Wow.
an ad.
Well, while we're waiting, one of the
that,
other
Would
things
you
that
stop
I'm kind of hoping will drop
playing?
the 3DS price is the fact that the 3DS XL was announced.
oh yeah, the new 3DS.
And
Yep.
and wasn't there
Okay.
some kind of poster or something somewhere that showed it was going to come out like next month or something like that?
I believe so. Let me scroll up real quick because they were talking about this. The new 3DS, the new 3DS XL. That's what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
Uh,
I saw it in another IGN video, and god damn, Glock.
What I do?
The
you're
back fade.
that
Oh!
static echo.
It
It's
only
so.
happens rarely, so I'm sure y'all can deal with it.
And it only happens out of one channel.
Mm.
That don't come through stereo. That comes through mono on left side.
oh,
Loud.
I can't tell.
Oh
Really?
god.
no.
Yes.
Oh, it still sounds surround sound to me. Maybe because it's quiet enough that it doesn't pick one, or that I can't tell
Ah,
from one. Anyway,
Okay, I'm
uh,
ready. Hopefully.
North America's only getting the 3DS XL.
yep.
Europe is getting both because reasons.
Wait, 3DS XL and what?
The new 3DS and the new 3DS XL. The one that's got the C stick, that it actually really works.
Really?
Are you serious? Why doesn't America get one?
We're getting the 3DS XL.
Why
We're
can't
just
we
not
get
getting the
the
new 3DS.
Yeah, why can't we get the new 3DS? What if I don't want the XL?
Oh.
Then you get a base 3DS.
But what if I want the C stick?
Then you get the
I,
fuck over it. Because you know as well as I do, you're not going to wind up getting a 3DS anytime soon, are you? I'm taking that silence as a no.
yeah. I will say
Shut
if you
up!
will say if
Me,
you
me,
scroll.
on the other hand, that information might be a little more important to me because I'm planning on getting one probably within the next month.
Yeah.
Screw
Well,
you.
if you scroll up, if you see that white button above the four face buttons on the picture, that's actually the C stick. According
That's
to
a
Pro Jared,
stick.
yes.
That little thing is a stick.
Yes.
Holy
That
shit.
just like how that's an analog stick over there on the left above the D-pad.
Well, that on the left, that's fine because you can see where it can
That
move,
looks
but
like
you
a
can't
power
see that.
button.
Yeah, that looks like a freaking button, not a stick.
Well, it's a stick, and apparently, according to Pro Jared, it works surprisingly well.
Huh.
And I'll take his word for it. Because he got invited to a Majora's Mask Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate event launch kind of deal. So he got to try out the new 3DS and the new 3DS XL.
That looks so out of place, though.
Honestly, it does.
Yeah.
It looks like you'd have
I
to
don't.
stretch your finger too far.
I don't know if it's a case of it comes from memories of how N64 and GameCube were set up or what, but that seems like that's out of place.
Mm, yeah, but it wouldn't be that too far of a reach in all honesty.
Not really. Not when you
No.
think about how small a handheld is to begin with.
Yeah,
True.
I have a I want to say a 3DS. Yeah, I have a 3DS XL, and it's probably about the same size. And like where that button is, like you could easily like touch that. Also, it's got the internal amiibo support. All you have to do is like plop it on the bottom screen.
Ah,
They're still going to, I believe they're still going to do a peripheral for just regular 3DSs for amiibo support. I hope, because I have a 3DS XL. I like my 3DS XL. I'm not upgrading anytime soon just for amiibo support and a C stick.
I
Like if I
don't
want a
think I'll
second,
get an. I don't think I'll get one of the new ones. I think I might go with one of the old ones, kind of deal.
yeah, all right. Then we shall look at the Fire Emblem trailer now that we have diverted from the thing.
Hey, at least we
Barely.
stayed on topic.
Yes.
True.
All right.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. Full screen broke. Full screen broke. Hold on.
Hit the escape key.
Why?
Yes. Now we get to watch Fire Emblem if.
Yes.
Why? Hold on.
I hope that is
What
the
is.
actual title for it because I
I do
kind
Why?
too.
of want to make more jokes about it.
Why is full screen being stupid? It won't actually become full screen.
Because reasons
Mm.
and things.
Maybe if you start playing it and then try to full screen it will work.
Got it. Alright, let's go.
Okay. Playing the Fire Emblem teaser trailer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, it would help if I unmute it.
Ninjas? No, okay.
No, not ninjas.
Every time I hear that, swear to
That
God,
is-
every time I hear that, I think of ninjas or samurai.
That is just Japanese music in general, or traditional music in general.
Well, hello, big coin face dude.
In case you're wondering, I had no idea what that is. That is new to the franchise.
Oh, this looks cool.
Just to let you know, this looks like the same tech Awakening's running off of in terms of 3DS.
Are you not okay with that?
No, I'm just saying. No, it's a part of the whole thing I'm going to point out about this game. But we'll get there in a bit. Anyway, that's pretty much it. As I said, it's running off the Awakening tech, which it's good to see they finally fixed that foot problem. Anyone who has played or seen Fire Emblem Awakening gets that. And I'm getting an ad from somewhere?
It's trying to continue to play.
Yes,
And now I'm
that
getting
and
another ad.
it's up top. It's the autoplay ad.
Oh, come on. Really?
Eh,
Fine, I'll
anyway.
just mute it.
Anyway,
No, I'm
the
pausing
foot
it.
problem with Awakening is no one has feet in that game. Everyone's legs, they just stop at the ankle. Anything further, it doesn't exist.
Great.
It's kind of the one glaring issue Awakening has, and it's good to see that they fixed that. I still wish they would fix that for Awakening. You can patch that, Nintendo, just saying. But yeah, it's running off the same tech as Awakening. Which, if one is to believe a recent ad that came out that says the Fire Emblem is coming out this year, it's not hard to see that this game is coming out this year. Considering that for a game with no title, no release date, looks like it's actually further in production than a normal just teaser kind of like this.
Yeah. And that stuff too that you can tell it's not a case of they rendered it to make it look good.
Oh no, no, that is legit the Awakening engine. I don't know what the technical term for the engine Awakening's running on is, but it's that engine. It looks like that. I've played enough Fire Emblem Awakening to notice that that is actual gameplay. We've also got the return of the pair up system, which was a really good idea to introduce in Awakening. Essentially, you can pair up two units into one unit, and then you get bonuses depending on the support of those two units.
Huh.
Which the support system is like a whole nother conversation about a mechanic of Fire Emblem. But it's simply put, it's a cool mechanic to see, and they got that. It's also interesting that it's a lot more Western in its influences instead of European,
Hmm.
which is not normal for the franchise. I would say, like for a game that comes out of Japan, it has a lot more medieval influences. Like the closest thing you had to Japanese influences was just one class, and that was the Myrmidons, and the Swords Masters, and that was kind of it. But it's nice, but seems like they're doing more with that, and yay! Uh, I guess we'll wrap. We'll continue with what's under the video. Project Treasure is a free-to-play, free-to-download game that will be coming from Tekken creator Katsushiro Harada. Popular Japanese puzzle title Puzzle and Dragons is also coming west in a double pack. One of them being a version of the game featuring Mario, because here you go. Here's two puzzle games in one for your 3DS.
I know it's gonna be that a new Dr. Mario.
No, it's not Dr. Mario, unfortunately. Another puzzle game, Pokemon Shuffle. We get two new DLC fighters for Hyrule Warriors. One of them is Tingle. So for
Hmm.
anyone who read that article saying that Tingle was purposely kept out of Hyrule Warriors initially, well, guess what? He's in, and so is Young Link. Because if he can't be in one crossover game, he's going to be in another.
Huh.
Stupid Toon Link taking his slot and his moveset and everything.
Oh
Good news
god.
is, not Toon Link, Young Link gets the Fierce Deity mask, whereas Tingle has balloons. Three skins. Majora's Mask. Not Majora's Mask. I believe it's Ocarina of Time. Sheik. Uh, I can't think of her name at the moment. What is her name? Oh, come on, give me the name. I can't think of the name. The character with the freaking giant ass sword and Hyrule Warriors. I cannot think of her name for the life of me. And Lana, who gets to dress up as Skull Kid because reasons.
Hmm.
And a new adventure map. So this is all coming in the Majora's Mask pack. So I believe if you have the season pass, you get this automatically, which I do. So there's all that. We already talked about 3DS and new 3DS and new 3DS XL. God, that is going to be confusing to say
Yeah.
because it legitimately is called new. That is not just me trying to differentiate the two. It is legitimately called new because of the whole amiibo support. We got lots of amiibo news. One of them makes me go into wild speculation, considering it's the same company that's making a certain game that has amiibo support now. We got the announcement of Wave 4, which includes Robin, Lucina, Wario, Pac-Man, Ness, and Charizard. So for those who have been waiting on their favorite final evolution of a starter, here's your chance to grab them. Coming real soon, along with two Fire Emblem characters. And you get to round out your third-party guest fighters for Smash as well with Pac-Man. And I no, Jigglypuff hasn't had his yet, so you can't round out your original 8 Smash characters just yet.
Ah,
I think everyone but Jigglypuff's out as an amiibo now. I think
we
so.
want Jigglypuff.
Everyone on the Smash roster is going to get made into an amiibo. I guarantee it. The question is, will we be able to get them all? Let's see. There's that. We're also going to get a separate series of amiibos for Mario Party 10. These have a red base instead of the black and gold base. Um, all of them are the same except for Toad. Let me see if I can get a list here real quick. Sees. Yes, Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Bowser, and Toad. They work the exact same as the Smash one, but the thing is, if you use your Smash one, you'll have to erase data. Because for Mario Party 10, we'll get to the trailer if y'all want to look at that. It'll explain what the hell the amiibo support is.
Are we gonna watch it?
Y'all want to see how far Mario Party has come, and
Sure,
by come I
let's.
mean come off the cliff. Just saying.
Sure. Let's watch this wreck fest.
Yeah, the Toad one I don't think has any support outside of Mario Party 10, but it's the unique one of the group. So I might pick up Toad just to have Toad. I don't plan on picking up Mario Party 10 in all honesty. It still has the whole 4 people on in one cart going around the board, taking all of the fun out of Mario Party.
Oh,
Wait a minute, what?
wow.
Yeah.
Explain that
It's
again?
it's that broke.
Yeah, essentially all 4 players are in one vehicle and you all move around the board at the same time. You just take turns of hitting the dice block moving the vehicle forward.
That's dumb.
I know. Luckily there's a more traditional Mario Party thing in there and catches involves the amiibos. We all set?
No, hold on.
Oh.
Everything's wanting to freaking be a douchebag.
Uh that's how it works. Let's see. I don't remember what the Captain Toad treasure tracker one. Forgot that one. Oh, you get Pixel Toad in a stage for the Toad Amiibo and Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker, which seems to be a pretty decent game all around.
Freaking full screen's breaking again. Get me off.
And y'all remember Codename Steam, right?
Yep.
That Valkyria Chronicles-esque title that's coming 3DS that's made by the same people who make Fire Emblem.
I
Well,
guess I'll freaking deal with it because it's being stupid.
Oh, I was gonna keep going, give you
Go ahead.
more time. All right. I'll explain the finish the stop then. Well, there's amiibo support for Codename Steam. You can unlock each of the Fire Emblem characters that are in Smash as playable characters in Codename Steam. Ike, Robin, Lucina, and Marth are all recruitable in Codename Steam if you have their amiibo. Also, because of this, Marth is getting a re-release in terms of his amiibo, so he's no longer Spidly Rare! Suck it, scalpers! And that got me wildly speculating, but I'll get to that idea after this. Alright,
Let's go because full screen is broke and doesn't want to actually work correctly.
alright. Taking a look at Mario Party 10 amiibo support in 3, 2, 1, go.
What the heck?
I was about to say, you see what I mean? This is what Mario Party is now.
Mario Party was meant to be a competition. That is not what Mario. Okay.
Well then,
But we have Amiibo Party.
So Amiibo Party is basically what Mario Party originally was.
Yes. Also, pay attention to the figures as they move around the board, or when things interact with them on the board.
I saw how the die almost knocked over Luigi.
Yeah, that can happen. I don't know. I hope this trailer has the moment. It's kind of funny.
What happens when he gets knocked over?
Oh, nothing. Oh, it doesn't have it. I guess it was just in the Nintendo Direct. Dice actually knocks over a figure in the start. I thought that was a nice touch. But yeah, all of the Mario Party specific amiibos unlock that character's board for play in Amiibo Party, so it's an incentive to get them all. So you have all sorts of boards to play with. It's more of a. It seems more like a traditional Mario Party. And by the way, the autoplay one up top is going to play again, along with that one again.
I muted it, and it actually didn't go on that time.
Oh, it did for me.
But okay, the Amiibo Party still isn't technically the traditional Mario Party.
No, because it's only a square.
Yeah.
It's more designed like a cross between the original Mario Party and like a Monopoly board.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why not get Mario Party 10? I'll pick up a Toad amiibo just because. Just to have all the unique character amiibos.
Well,
But
it works in Treasure Tracker.
I don't plan on picking up Treasure Tracker anytime soon.
No, but you might.
Yeah.
You'd probably pick it up before you'd pick up Mario Party 10.
True. To finish my thoughts, okay, as I said, in Codename Steam, you can unlock the 4 Fire Emblem characters that are in Smash with the use of their amiibos. Picture this for a second. We know a new Fire Emblem game's coming. It's being made by the same people who make Codename Steam, who've already shown that they are willing to do amiibo support when you get characters.
What are they going to add in it?
Well, think about the roster we have. It would be easy enough to put in the other Fire Emblem, put in the Fire Emblem characters. That will probably be the case.
Right.
But imagine if they go further than that. Think about this for a second. Imagine a Fire Emblem where all your units are Nintendo characters.
Oh, God.
Just imagine it.
Like opening it up to where any amiibo could go into. Well, any current amiibo could go into the new Fire Emblem game.
Yeah. And hell, for future amiibos, they could patch that in.
Yeah. Or
Or
hell, for that matter, if they just wanted to go with all the Smash characters, that would be good enough.
yeah. And I could totally see that working. Because here's all you need to do. Give a character a class, a unique class all their own. Like, Mario could be like Plumber. And let him level up. Start him out as level 1. Have him have a normal class and then a promoted class that he promotes to. That allows him to gain new powers. Like, Mario goes from Plumber to, I don't know, Hero or, I don't know, Star or something. I don't know. Fox goes from, like, Pilot to Captain. Captain Falcon goes from, like, Racer to Bounty Hunter. Like, you see where I'm going with this.
Oh, God.
And you don't even have to have them use the weapons in the game. All you have to do is give them a weapon that is unique to them and have it be indestructible. Which, just in case you're wondering, folks, is normal in Fire Emblem.
Oh, there is so much they could do off of this.
I know it's an insane night, and I have angered the ghosts apparently. The fuck?
Wait, what?
Your feedback sounded like I angered the ghosts.
Yeah, it just goes.
I have wrestled spirits or something with this wild speculation. Now, bear in mind, folks, this is a wild idea that will probably not pan out. At most, it will probably be the four Fire Emblem characters they'll import in because, just to be upfront with you guys, they've done this before. Uh, there's an entire set of 3 DLC based around interacting with the various lords and main characters of previous Fire Emblem titles in Awakening.
I kind of hope they will go that extra mile and add in
I would
the
beg them
characters.
to do so. Like, it might be too violent for some, but I'm just like, come on. This is too insane of an idea to work, to not do.
Oh God. Okay, think of this. Okay, most of the other characters that you've mentioned so far would fit fine
Yeah.
in a Fire Emblem game. What about Jigglypuff?
She could be a dancer class. She could do something similar to dancer. Because there are non-combatant classes in Fire Emblem, and you could just do Jigglypuff as like a support class, like a dancer, which allows your units to do an extra turn.
Hmm.
Which, by the way, that's what people are speculating the main character of this Fire Emblem to be, considering the Caesar. Which would be very interesting because, your main character is required for every single map. Dancers aren't really a combat class, let alone very effective in combat. So yeah, instead of having an OP unit that you have throughout the entire game, you actually have to protect your main character the entire game. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't
But
see him going that way.
yeah, I'm sure she'll have like some good. I'm sure she'll be able to hold her own. It's just the initial thought of dancer is main character of game makes me think in gameplay terms, oh god, I'm gonna have to protect her so much until like late game to where she'll actually be able to hold her own.
Although
Grant,
that would put a challenge on it.
yeah. Hell, Awakening had a tactician, introduced a tactician, which is a cross between a melee and mage class that uses both, and this is a little bit squishy, and it's the character you create. They've had mages be main characters before, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, oh, we're gonna have a dancer as a main character this time around, just because. Also, female characters are not an anomaly. At least two North American Fire Emblem games have had female main characters. Uh, I believe Sacred Stones has Lyn. It's either just Fire Emblem on the GBA or Sacred Stone. I think it's just Fire Emblem that has Lyn as the main character, as one of the main characters. And Micaiah from Radiant Dawn. Both are main characters. They both get an appearance in the Awakening DLC. Anyway, that is just my wild idea, and I could totally see it working.
I could too. That's what's funny.
I I'm just setting myself up for disappointment because I know it's not happening. It's at most going to be the other Fire Emblem characters. Although a cool offshoot of this idea would be that you have amiibos of other Fire Emblem characters that you get to recruit. A bit exploitive potentially, but to be honest, I could give a damn because I would be like, amiibos of my favorite Fire Emblem characters from the games I've played. I'm in. I don't care if it's exploitive or not. I'm in. Like to have characters from Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn as amiibos. I'm in. Like that's it. I'm in.
Why
All
do I
right.
get the feeling that's going to be majorly broken?
Oh, not necessarily, because if you just put them at level 1, like, and have you have to level them up, not really. Because you would still have to level them up and get them to that point. You just couldn't, like, bring them in as like a pre-promoted unit.
Sure.
No, have you work these units up to their glory. Like, that would be fine with me. Because that is a part of the charm of Fire Emblem. Alright, some other things to talk about. We got various Wii games coming to Wii U. Super Mario Galaxy 2, Punch Out, Donkey Kong Returns, and Metroid Trilogy are all coming to the Wii U eShop to be downloaded and played on your Wii U without having to go to the Wii menu,
Um,
which is a completely separate menu.
Metroid Prime trilogy.
Yes.
You don't want to just say Metroid trilogy.
Oh yeah, Metroid Prime Trilogy. My bad. Super Mario Galaxy 2 and Punch Out are out right now, and all of these games for the first week they're out will be half off. They'll be $10, which I believe Punch Out is $10 right now.
Oh
Super Mario
God.
Galaxy 2 is back at its original price at 20, but yeah, I
I wish I
suggest
had a
picking it
Wii
up.
U.
Yeah,
I would so get the Metroid Prime trilogy.
yeah, I'm confident on it. That is the most interesting thing out of this because I technically have Galaxy 2, I believe. So no, I'm not interested in Punch Out. I've got Donkey Kong Country Returns. Like Metroid Prime Trilogy is the only one that really interests me. All
You
right.
ought to pick it up.
Yeah.
That could actually be something that you could stream right there.
Mhm. Because I've never played the Prime Trilogy. I don't like any of the Primes. I've just heard they're really good.
I've played the first two and they are.
And this comes from someone who did own a GameCube back in the day. I never did. Like, this is a person who had every opportunity to do so, but never pulled the trigger.
Wait, whoa, 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 whoa.
What? 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 What?
Did I
What?
just
What?
hear what I think I just heard out of you?
What?
You never owned a GameCube?
No, I did own a GameCube.
Okay.
I just
He
said I
never
never.
played the Metroid Prime trilogy.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to play a Prime Trilogy because I had a GameCube, but I never pulled the trigger.
Okay. That's
What?
better. I could have swore I heard you say you never owned a GameCube. I was about to say, what?
No, I owned a GameCube.
Me too.
Eh. It's alright. Let's see. We got Majora's Mask, Xenoblade for 3DS. The original Xenoblade Chronicles, not X. No, not the one that everyone's gonna be like flipping out over. But no. Xenoblade Chronicles 3D is coming out April. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate is coming out early February. I think 14th, 13th, something. Or no, like 5th. Because Perjure's got a video out right now demoing the game a bit. And Majora's Mask is also coming around that time too. I'll just skim through this and then we can go back up to like the Majora's Mask trailer. Bundles. There's a Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate and a Majora's Mask bundle. Both are the new 3DS XLs, so if you're looking to pick up the game, you can get a fancy 3DS XL with it. Which, that picture is the Majora's Mask 3DS XL. So it's got all four of the transformation masks with Majora's Masks right in the middle, even though you can't see it because of the play button.
Yes. Gotta love that.
The Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate one looks really cool. I like that more because I like the colors more on it. And Nintendo introduces their first cross-buy title. The upcoming Mario vs. Donkey Kong. If you buy it for either 3DS or Wii U, you get a download code for the other version.
Hmm.
So if you like the game on one console, you can play it on the other. Or if you have a friend who wants the game, well, you just bought him a copy of the game.
On the other console.
Right. But it is free with your purchase of the game. It's not any additional price tag on top of it. and it also has cross play, I believe, between the two.
Ooh.
I
I think that's going to be something we're going to start seeing.
Yeah,
Because, okay, here we are. We just came out of the whole Smash 4 on both consoles. I mean, yes, they don't have crossplay, but
but
still.
they still
That,
interact with each other.
right. And that's going to be the first step. You look, we've got that. We've got another article later in the show that we kind of talked about a little bit last night.
Yeah,
I honestly think that might be something that's going to start happening. Is that we start seeing a lot more cross-platform gameplay.
yeah. Although I will say, I saw a tweet that made it seem like it was something else, and I'm just like, okay, this can't be true. They could not have shot themselves in the foot, and they didn't. It's just miswording up from the tweet.
Uh,
And I got a little bit sad too, because I'm like, aw, I totally would love that they shot themselves in the foot, because it means I get to play something.
what?
Sunset Overdrive.
Oh,
Mm. Well, you want to take a look at the Majora's Mask 3D gameplay? Got queued up and ready.
I'm not queued up and ready yet. I'm sure Glock's
Sorry,
not
what?
either. Yeah,
The
kind of
Majora's
figured that
Mask
one out.
3D gameplay, it's the one
Oh Jesus,
above
we're
the button.
not done with that article.
No, we're not done yet. We're almost done. It'll be the last video. Promise.
I'm ready to move on from Nintendo.
Oh,
What?
but why?
I don't
Are,
know.
are you because you can't get to play any of this?
Not necessarily that. I'm just tired of talking about Nintendo. We've been talking about Nintendo for freaking an hour.
True. Well, this will be the last thing, and I don't think there's anything else Nintendo related on the docket.
3DS XL console thing. The
No,
38
No.
second one.
nope. One
The minute and
above.
32-second one. Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
the one that's under the Majora's Mask Xenoblade Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Release Dates one.
Okay, let's go.
All right, take a look at it. Majora's Mask 3D gameplay in 3, 2, 1, go.
Mm.
Oh, I've seen a video that tries to counter the game theory's theory about this game.
Really?
Yes, game theory is that Link is dead in this. Is dead because I believe a Dark Nut you meet in Twilight Princess that teaches you a whole bunch of moves is actually the Link from this game and Ocarina of Time, like the child Link from those two games.
Huh.
And game theory goes on to postulate that Link died going into the tree, and that this entire game is him coming to terms with his death and moving on. A video from Eligible Monster counters this by providing their own potential theory on the whole situation, and also by showing that the things we say for certain, saying that the evidence we use to support like the theory isn't definitive enough to support said theory. Because the whole idea of Link being lost, think Link becoming a Dark Nut is somehow connected to the events of Majora's Mask. We don't know that definitively. All we know is that the two are one and the same.
Hmm.
So yeah, it looks good. Although I saw a tweet from Dino, who seems to have it seems to I love getting tweets from him that apparently go against popular theory, popular things, because he was just like Majora's Mask has. Am I the only one who thinks Majora's Mask has a dumb gimmick? and is not that good.
I don't see it.
It's just another one of those things I get on my Twitter feed that just makes me go, well, that's certainly a thing. All right. Anything else about we want to talk about Nintendo Direct? That's pretty much the crux of the hour of Nintendo Direct.
Nah, I think I'm about good now.
Well,
I
we know
think we
Glock.
might as well have just watched the entire hour.
Oh,
We
I
weren't actually talking about it for a full hour. We did start late, and we did start talking about stuff before going into it.
yeah. At best, I say we talked about it for like 30 minutes.
So, Herb,
Well, we're gonna talk about a MOBA next. But Glock, do you want to guess which one?
okay, then don't look at stream.
Oh.
MOBA.
I'll give you a hint. It's in the
Oh
articles.
wait! Is it by any chance that new Oh god, it's a AAA title Witcher MOBA
Yes,
thing?
yes. We're gonna be
The
Mm-hmm.
talking about the
iOS
Witcher
that they
MOBA.
claim is the first MOBA on
To Android.
iOS, even though that's a complete false accusation.
Well, Android and iOS.
Again, completely false because I found a MOBA on both.
Well, I'm surprised you're not more upset about like a Witcher MOBA.
I'm not shocked with as many characters and crap in that game and as many ways they could take it. I'm not shocked.
I'm just, I had this opposite reaction because like a Witcher MOBA. All right, I guess we all got to cash in on the MOBA craze.
Well,
But yeah,
MOBAs are the next MMOs.
I could definitely see that. In all honesty, with this how abundant MOBAs are these days. Yeah,
Honestly, I can see it too. That's what's bad.
yeah. See, The Witcher Battle Arena. It pits two themes of three heroes as they fight against one another in an attempt to capture and hold conquest points. It's designed with mobile devices in mind. Elements from the games, as well as fair, friendly, player-friendly monetization systems that don't include pay-to-win elements. Fuck you.
So it's pay to win. Okay.
Don't, do not justify your monetization. Don't.
The only thing that I can say is there is one company that I think we all three can agree on does have a player friendly monetization system, and that's Riot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because you don't have to spend a dime on League,
no.
and it
Unless you
does
want
not
to.
affect the gameplay.
Nope.
nope.
It's
It
like,
just affects the way you look.
yeah.
Right.
Like, here's an interesting story from back from Christmas. I had Riot points on my Christmas list. My uncle actually asked me why I wanted Riot points because a friend of his plays League of Legends, and he told him like the only thing you get with Riot points is skins. And I told him I was like, yeah, that's why I want it is skins for my mains. And he's like, all right. It was just that. It was just I just had that moment of like,
He's kind of got a point there.
yeah,
It's like, I know buying skins really doesn't do anything as far as
yeah,
gameplay, but I am perfectly fine with buying skins because I like the game.
yeah, and especially the champions.
Yeah. I mean, if
It just
anything,
it's like an attachment almost to those specific characters.
Well, just think about how much time you have to put into a game of League of Legends with just one character.
True. You have to,
I
yeah.
mean,
A
I've
single
seen,
game, it could go from 20 to freaking an hour long.
yeah, and that can be said about any game mode,
Yeah,
Yeah.
including bots.
except for Doombots of Doom.
Oh, fuck. Goddamn 2 months of Doom. Fucking bullshit.
Those lasted 5 minutes, and we all got raped every time.
Yeah. That was a terrible experience.
Yeah.
Possibly not as terrible as Nemesis Draft, but who knows?
Hmm.
Wait, Nemesis Draft hasn't come out yet.
No, it hasn't. But I know what Nemesis Draft is. Have I told you what Nemesis Draft is, Clock?
You've
Your enemy
told us
picks your
both.
character.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how those picks are going to go.
Oh.
I am predicting a lot of Yorick picks, in all honesty. Because if there's one champion I think is the least played out of everyone in League, it has to be Yorick.
He's so obscure. Like,
Exactly! That's why
I
he's going to
got
be
the
picked
chance
all
to
the
see.
time!
I got the chance to see how he plays, and he feels so weird. Like, he's not a bad champion. He's just way out in left field with how he feels.
Yeah, that is why I'm expecting him to be quite literally the most picked champion in Nemesis Draft. Because you're not going to pick good champions for your opponents. No,
Why would
you're
you?
not. You're not going to pick Caitlyn. You're not going to pick Sivir. You're not going to pick Jace just to point out the champions I play. You're not
You're
picking
not.
any of
You're
them.
not gonna pick Yi. You're not gonna pick Nar.
No. You're not going to pick Tryndamere of all people. Fuck no. You're going to pick either extremely obscure champions that no one's played or stupidly hard champions to play.
Or you're gonna pick supports because you're
Yeah,
gonna think that people aren't gonna be able to play them.
yeah. Oh God, I just thought of something.
A
A
whole
full
team
team
of
of support.
supports.
Yes.
You and me both.
Soraka, Sona. Um.
Morgana.
Yeah. Not Blitz. Not.
Um.
No, I can't think of two more that I think would be picks. Otherwise, they would be like, nope, not him. But yeah.
Yeah,
Eh,
because
eh,
even Kale, I mean, people would be like, no, fuck that alt.
yeah. It's like we're not giving them invincibility. Yeah, I can't wait to play Nemesis Draft just to see what gets picked. I would love to see the statistics on that game mode in terms of who gets picked, because I think that would reveal a lot to Riot about who doesn't get played that often. A lot,
Yeah.
and especially how they fare in a competitive sense. Anyway, let's see. 2 maps, 9 playable heroes from the Witcher universe, with more maps, heroes, and gameplay modes coming in the future. See, experience points to develop their player profile, win rare and valuable pieces of equipment, and customize characters using the title's Jeep upgrade system.
Oh, great. So there's going to be that on top of it. So, yeah, pay to win.
As I said before, do not justify your monetization system. Explain what your monetization system is. Do not justify it. That is
I,
the last
s-
thing any consumer wants to hear.
I so love when you hear about a monetization system inside of any game that has a upgrade system in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what those two added together equals every time?
Bad things.
Pay to win.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. It don't matter what the game is. It don't matter what type of game it is. When you combine those two, that's all it turns into.
Well, let's see what this game truly is as we take a look at the launch trailer.
Let's do it.
Ah, crap. There we go.
Glock has problems with every player in existence.
Well, every important player for
Are
now.
you serious? You couldn't go into full screen on the original page? You freaking a-hole of a freaking screw you.
Mm.
Uh,
All right.
Let's
All
go.
I
right.
don't know why you got to have it in full screen anyhow.
This full screen's better.
No, it's
I
not.
usually dump it in full screen.
I don't.
Well, I know you don't for obvious reasons.
Oh, I could. I don't.
Okay.
There's a big difference there.
Okay. Well, taking a look at the trailer in three, two, one, go.
Oh, it's CD Project Red.
Didn't you say this was coming from CG Project Red?
You what?
Did you say it was coming from CD Project Red, or you just
A
pointing out it's a
time
Witcher
of
game?
war.
I can't hear you.
A
What?
time of hate
Didn't
and
you point
disdain.
out it was a CD Project Red game earlier, or would you just point out it was Witcher?
A time when old
No, I
alliances
didn't point out
shatter
it was CD Project Red. I
and
pointed
new
out it was a
ones have
Witcher
to be
game.
Okay.
forged in battle.
Well, apparently Poison Ivy's in this game.
Wait, what?
That's a character that looked like Poison Ivy earlier. Her.
Oh, her. Okay.
The only difference is she ain't a redhead.
And she uses a bow and arrow.
I was just meaning the rest of the character design and the fact that she has a connection to plants.
Oh, okay.
There's an RPG
Join
upgrade
the
system.
fight and rule the arena.
Anyone else sensing that's a bad idea?
Ding, ding, ding. That's gonna become broken quick.
I say again, you combine that with a monetization system, you get paid to win. There's no way around that.
Yeah. I sense a broken game soon.
Well, they can have fun over there. I will be happy with my league.
And I love the fact that it was saying how it's free to play done right. No. what
Here,
you
here.
have what you have showed us, trailer, is that this is going to follow suit of everything else that thinks its free to play system is good.
You know whose free to play system is good, at least from my perspective. This is me not trying to be biased here, but Marvel Avengers Alliance. Because here's the thing: you have one currency you buy, and that is gold. That is the only currency that is connected to your cash, like your actual cash. You know what the gold gets you? Gold goes into everything else. You can either use gold to buy something, or you use gold to increase your other currencies. That's it.
Hmm.
That is the only thing gold does. It's the other currencies that will get you characters, that will upgrade, that will do anything else. And you know what? You don't need some of that stuff. The only thing I really used the gold for was to upgrade my fighter so I can train faster. Because you can hire a pilot and if you don't have enough friends on Facebook to like man your aircraft.
Fair enough.
Which is like that's 8 gold per pilot and there's like 7, so which isn't that much. I believe like 20 gold is like $10.
Oh wow.
No, 20 gold's like $5. Let me check real quick. Because I have Opera as my dedicated Marvel Avengers Alliance player. I literally have it set up that all I have to do is open up Opera, boom, I'm playing Marvel Avengers Alliance. Uh, yeah, 20 gold for $5,
Huh.
or 42 gold for $10. 85 for 20, 240 for 50, and so on and so forth. And they even offer like special gold deals where it's like, okay, you can like get extra gold for what you pay, and if you go high enough, you get like a free piece of gear on your gold purchase. Like, it honestly feels right. So yeah, I think we're all passing on the Witcher Battle Arena. Granted, I have not played a single Witcher game, so
It
that
might be
lessens
one
my
of
interest.
those that I might try it out simply to say that I've tried it out,
Yeah.
but I have bad feelings about this game all the way around. And in all seriousness, if everything goes like I want it to, I might try to rig up a way to stream it once just to see what it's all about and kind of have you guys there to help give thoughts.
I know you can do it. I'm just not sure how.
Markiplier did it with his iPad, and he had cord
Um,
and stuff.
Again, I say I know you can. I just don't know specifics.
um, me thinks the next article might be in a way broke.
How so?
There it goes.
I was about to say I have it opened. It worked for me.
Well,
So if
one
it
one of the freaking ads there apparently was one of those that I'm going to override the whole page
okay,
and be one of those bogus ads.
that might be Silicon Era because I've had problems out of them
No,
sometimes.
it was the
Occasionally.
next article. It
Oh,
was game
okay.
politics.
Hmm. Well then. Well, we're gonna talk about a good cause anyway. Y'all remember AGDQ? That fun week long of just like gaming mastery at its finest is the best way I can put it.
And us hosting just about every day.
Yes, over 160 hours was spent speedrunning some of the speedrunning classics, obscure titles, and everything in between. And in terms of money raised, they raised between not only their straight donations, but Humble Bundle, the Yeti, and all of their other sponsors, $1.5 million for Prevent Cancer Foundation. 1 million was just straight donations. Which there is one sad thing I have to report though, and this is from what I heard in the stream. Apparently, they had issues with the tracker during the marathon, and it was not catching donation messages. Like donations in terms of dollar values were going through, but donation comments were getting lost
Huh.
and weren't like coming through. Like they would like if they came through like 2 hours after the donation went through, which has caused them to go, okay, we're not putting out awards, giving out prizes just yet until they figure out like what all goes where, because they want to double check and make sure. But yeah, 1.5 million. That is a hefty fucking sum of money to raise up for a charity in a week.
Oh, yeah.
I am impressed and all good job, guys. Just good job all around. And now we wait till SGDQ in July, I believe. I think. I want to say it's July. Nope, it doesn't have a release date yet. It's just summer, so sometime in like April, May, June esque will be Summer Games Done Quick. And it's for Doctors Without Borders.
What is Doctors Without Orders?
Borders. There's a B in there.
Oh, Borders. Okay.
Yes. Borders, not orders. Yes, Doctors Without Orders. Those renegade doctors, them. God. Oh, no. I'm sure that is some schlock action movie out there somewhere.
Oh, God.
No.
Oh, God.
Anything to say on AGDQ? And their hefty sum of money they earned?
No.
Uh-huh.
Alright, well, we're going to talk about the writing in gaming because the Writers Guild of America revealed their nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Writing for Video Games. And a couple of these puzzle me. Unfortunately, Glock, it's two that are connected to you. The nominees for this category are Alien Isolation, Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, Assassin's Creed Unity, and Last of Us Left Behind.
What the frick is Freedom Cry?
One, that's exactly what I'm wondering. Two,
Oh, wait!
why
I
is
know what Freedom Cry is, I think.
what is Freedom Cry?
That's the one about Aduale.
Who?
Okay, if you've played Black Flag, you know who Adewale is because he's kind of like your second in command during most of the game.
Okay,
Okay.
so it's a DLC.
No. It's like a
No offense.
continuation, but from a different perspective.
No offense, but that's kind of how you made it sound like right there.
Yeah. Like, wait, was this DLC content released for Black Flag at some point in 2014?
This isn't DLC, this is basically its own game.
So it's an expansion.
No! Hang on.
So it's a he don't know what it is.
I know what
God.
it is! It's just y'all don't understand what I'm trying to say.
Oh, it's a standalone. Fucking Christ. It's a standalone purchase.
There.
Why did you say that to begin with?
Because I didn't think about that specific wording.
Well, you made it sound like it was a part of Black Flag in terms of like DLC.
It wasn't a part of Black Flag. My entire point was that it was like a continuation of Adewale. It's not focused on Edward, which is the main character of Black Flag.
Okay.
It becomes its own story about Adewale himself.
Yeah.
That was my entire point when I said it.
I was trying to figure out the context of what Freedom Cry was in terms of a game. Like, I understood what you meant story-wise. I was trying to figure out context of what game it was, whether it was a DLC for Black Flag or something else. Anyway, I'm confused by this because I'm like, okay, Alien Isolation, that seems... we'll put that in there. Left Behind, sure. Unity? Like, from what I've seen from Unity's story, it doesn't seem that outstanding, in all honesty. Like, no offense, but you're... Like, nothing seems like, this is one of the best stories of 2014. No. Like, I have no opinion of Freedom's Cry, but... Really? I don't know. I don't know. Glock, you've played Unity. What do you think?
Uh, okay. So far, my problem with Unity is that
Is that he's speechless?
okay,
That
the story, Barebone, it's a Sean Hastings story. That's all I got. That's all I can really say that would make sense.
I got. I don't get it, but all right.
Do you know who Sean Hastings is?
Yes. Is there some part of the context of Unity that I'm missing in what I've seen of the game?
Hard. This is like extremely hard to explain. Um,
Then just explain it.
Sean Hastings is kind of like he's been in most of the games.
Yes.
He's in this, and this is pretty much the best you're gonna get out of him.
Oh.
So my entire point is that really, I'm kind of more impressed with the fact that Sean has a bigger
He's more important than
role.
the main characters of the story, essentially.
He's not more important. It's just that he's starting to get to that point to where people like him enough that they're kind of, all right, cool.
Oh, okay. Alright. I, I don't know. Like, I think Left Behind is definitely a worthy choice. I'd say it's an option. But, like, Unity and Freedom's Cry? Well, maybe not Freedom's Cry, because I have, like, no knowledge of said game to begin with. But Unity? Oh. It seems very Romeo and Juliet y, and rehashing that story once more with feeling doesn't make me go, yes, you are outstanding in your writing. No, you're not. Because it feels so Romeo and Juliet at times. It's ridiculous. And am I wrong in thinking that, Locke?
With Unity?
Yes.
No, you're not wrong. Sort of. Here's okay. It is essentially Romeo and Juliet thrown into the middle of a revolution. And Romeo and Juliet at one point try to kill each other.
So, parts of it are the exact opposite of what the hell Romeo and Juliet was to begin with.
Yes, because Elise had him at gun. She had her gun in his face and just about pulled the trigger.
Alright.
Because she's a Templar and he's an assassin. They're supposed to butt heads. And then for some reason the Templars try to kill her, so she suddenly becomes pseudo assassin / Templar. I don't know who I'm in, so I'm just gonna stay neutral and be on both sides, not caring about who gets hurt.
Alright. Alright. Any other thoughts on all of this? I figured I'd toss that in, because that's better than the alternative article of, hey, stream one of these 5 games and you'll become popular on Twitch. From Polygon, I believe.
Yes, because we so needed that.
Yeah.
Also, Alien Isolation. I feel I feel why it's there. It's a great game, and it captures the movies perfectly.
But
But really, the story's not completely there.
That's a shame.
I mean, it was a great game, and there was a story. Don't get me wrong, there was a story, and it had a good story. It's just
It's not worthy of being, like, up for best story of the year, son. For realsies.
especially not considering every character you suspected of dying later in the game dies.
So essentially, like the Mummy movie, as I found out.
Yeah,
Because I was
pretty
watching a
much.
review of the Mummy movie today from someone, and she pointed out that, all the characters who don't really have a name or focus, they all kind of end up dead. Which is like 90% of the cast in that movie.
Yeah. But like I said, I mean, it's one of those games where it's a survival horror. So of course they want to inflict horror to you, so what are they going to do? They're going to kill off the people that you actually care for in the game, which just so happens to be everyone on the freaking ship.
Yeah. Alright. Well,
Oh, and don't forget, you also have one of the people that you actually know and don't care for try to shoot you off of the ship with the alien in a capsule thing.
Mogulok, unfortunately, I lied. There's 2 more things about Nintendo. But one of them might make you happy.
I think he's gonna be Mr. Anti-Nintendo simply for the fact of he can't play him.
It's not that. I just
You just don't like talking about Nintendo so much.
Exactly.
Well, let's talk about Club
And I've
Nintendo
got
then.
to ask, where in the frick is Dragon Age Inquisition in these things?
Ow. Go take it up with the Writers Guild in these nominations.
Inquisition was far, far better than Freedom Cry. Far, far, far better than Unity. I can't say anything about Left Behind because I've never actually seen it.
Left Behind is
And
really good,
Alien
by the way.
Isolation, it's better than Alien Isolation because Alien Isolation doesn't have a story. As much as I hate to say that, because Alien Isolation is a great game.
Well, you want to know why? Here's what I'm gonna say. Here's why Inquisition needs to be nominated, not for its story, for Iron Bull.
Dear God.
I
I was stupid enough to look up the whole romance situation for that one.
I'm just
I couldn't stop laughing because everybody kept walking in.
it's exactly why I keep saying it because I'm just like that is a beautiful moment.
Oh God, that's one of those moments where it's kind of.
All right. Well,
Oh,
Club Nintendo, since I'm gonna transition us hard now,
okay.
is in fact shutting down.
I thought we all knew about that
Aw.
already.
No, it just got announced it was shutting down. Like this past week, it's announced it's shutting down.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Any Club Nintendo coins can be earned in the U.S. and Canada through the end of March, and members will be able to redeem these coins through the end of June. Meanwhile, in Europe, the discontinuation schedule is as follows. Let's see. April 1st, no longer include product registration cards with its packaged games, so the products cannot be registered in Club Nintendo. April 20th, termination of the registration of digital products downloads from Nintendo eShop. And September 30th is the end of the Club Nintendo program altogether. Let's see. Some rewards are coming in to soften the blow in February. And I believe there's a new system coming after Club Nintendo ends off this year. Yeah, new customer loyalty program to replace Club Nintendo around the world. It's entirely speculative, but based on comments from Iwata, the new program likely be tied to your Nintendo Network ID, which would make sense, considering that's what they're trying to pass as the catch-all account for you when it comes to Nintendo.
Which it's about time they get to that point.
Yes.
They're kind of behind.
Nintendo likes to be fashionably behind. That's who they are.
They're the ones that make you remember them because they forgot something.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it, I want to say. That's essentially the gist of it. There might be some other details I might be missing here because I'm skimming look too quick. But that seems to be the case, so. Aw. I might still register it since it would still count as stuff, but I don't know if I'm going to be getting anything out of all my 4 Wii U games that I'm going to register. So yeah. I think I'm the only one here that this is going to affect because I actually have a Club Nintendo account.
Yeah, I don't.
And Glock is just not happy with Nintendo this week.
He's never happy with Nintendo.
Like
Nope.
I said, it's not Nintendo in general. It's just we've been talking about it for how freaking long now.
I cannot help that Nintendo was like, we're gonna have all the news these 2 weeks because fuck all if there was anyone else taking stage outside of one person, one company, and guess what? They had a paragraph to talk about in terms of gaming. And guess what? We're talking about them next. Microsoft had their Windows 10 press conference thing essentially, where they talked about Windows 10, and this is about the only gaming thing they had to say. So there you go, Glock. That's why we can't talk about anyone else. It's because Microsoft was the only one else who did something big this week. So if you have a problem, blame Nintendo.
Nintendo, everything's your fault.
And
He's
blame
only
everyone else for not.
pissed because he don't have a Nintendo system.
Mm. All right.
I
Well,
just want a DS. I don't want a 3DS. I don't want any of that. I just want a DS because I used to have a DS.
3DS plays DS games.
There you go. Rub it in more.
Well, I was just pointing out. It was like, why not just get a 3DS if all you want to do is play DS games?
You got a point. Because if you get the 3DS, you can not only play DS games, but you can get Smash 4.
Yes.
Can you also play Game Boy games like you could with the DS?
No.
No. Because they took out the whole like functionality with that, but I don't
I
think you're
think it's
missing
a
much.
good trade off.
To be honest, the only companies that really took advantage of that outside of just straight emulation were the Pokemon games, and that was just to like port over all your GBA Pokemon to your DS Pokemon titles. It's the only because it was an actual system, not just a emulation. But they're the only ones that took advantage of it, as far as I know. But
I
anyway,
think they were the only ones.
Windows 10 is going to have an Xbox app that will be able to have cross-platform multiplayer with Xbox One.
This was
Uh,
what
via,
I was talking about back on the Nintendo Direct conference, by the way.
mhm. Let's see. Video clips created on Xbox Live can be shared via the Xbox app too, and you will be able to add comments to them and so on as well. Phil Spencer also showed off cross-platform multiplayer using Fable Legends. Yay!
Yes,
With both,
because that game is going over so well.
you'll be able to stream any Xbox One game to any device running the operating system. So good news for you, Glock, because guess what? You're on 8.1, aren't you?
Yeah,
You get a free upgrade to 10 in the first year if it's release.
sweet.
So
Also, if
does
you had
Windows
set,
7.
yeah, that's the thing. It's 7 or 8.1. It's not just flat Windows 8
You know why?
because 8.1's a free upgrade also.
Uh huh. And apparently, Microsoft realized that they're making far more money off of 360s. They might as well just take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Not to mention how many people actually buy the operating system.
Other than
Usually,
buying a whole new computer.
exactly. Usually, it's bought with the computer. Very rarely do you hear of someone just going out and buying just the operating system. So maybe they're finally wising up to that.
I doubt that.
I said
Addition,
maybe.
also, this is maybe a runaround for you, Glock. Additionally, on PC, a DVR feature built into Windows 10 will let you save gameplay clips from Windows games using Windows plus G. It sounds like a stupid name, but all right.
That does. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds retarded. Windows plus G.
That
Who was the idiot that thought of that one?
I don't know.
And how could you even shorten that thing? I mean,
W plus G, and now it
and
starts
then
sounding
that,
like a math equation.
yes.
All right.
Oh God.
No details for further plans for how many Xbox One games will be available natively on Windows 10, nor did they discuss if there would be any restrictions placed on which games would be able to support cross-platform multiplayer between Xbox One and Windows 10 PCs. So yeah, if you've got Windows 10 and you've got an Xbox One, guess what? You can play your Xbox One games on your PC now by streaming it.
You know, all of this is all well and good, but I so want Master Chief Collection for Windows 10. They do that, I will be fine.
Uh,
Although unfortunately, at that point, I would probably also say I wouldn't buy an Xbox One. That's kind of a double edged sword there. Because that's one of those, I would be fine with missing out on Sunset Overdrive. I would be fine on missing out on Halo 5. That's really the only other two titles it's got going for it right now that I can't get elsewhere.
Well, any other thoughts on Windows 10 and Xbox One? I'm sure you're excited, Glock.
Eh,
Oh, you get to stream it to your laptop.
if it can handle it.
It'll be able
I
to handle it. If it's running 8, it'll run 10. That's not even a question. I really don't think there's too big of a system requirement change between 7 and 8, in all seriousness.
By the way, Tommy, I saw a screenshot of Windows 10 in terms of the start menu. And guess what? The start menu button is the current tiles button on Windows 8.1, except it gives you an actual start menu.
No
Which,
way.
yes. I laughed my ass off when I saw that because I'm just like, oh my
Wait a
god,
minute, what?
why wasn't this here to begin with?
Wait a minute, what?
Okay, you're on 8.1, right, Glock?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I see that now. I just pulled
Yeah,
up an image.
yeah,
Oh, that. Okay. They have won me over on 10 now.
yeah. You know that button down in the bottom left corner of your bar, Glock, that takes you to the tiles menu?
Yeah.
In 10, that doesn't take you to the tiles menu. That opens a normal Windows start menu.
With tiles out to the side of it.
Yes.
Really?
AKA the thing they should have had to begin with. Which
Cool.
makes me laugh because I'm just like, where the fuck was this in 8.1? Well, Glock, there's one last thing to talk about that's Nintendo related. But it's not quite Nintendo related because it just has a Mario game that has a self-aware Mario in it.
I'm not on that yet.
Huh?
You heard me.
I'm not on that yet. I'm falling behind.
German researchers have developed an AI that allows Mario to experience emotions and act autonomously in response to them. It also
You
understands
say for
voice.
him to experience emotions?
Yes. And it understands voice interactions and questions. It's sophisticated to know enough to know that if he jumps on a Goomba, it will die.
Oh god, I wonder if he's gonna question whether or not he's a murderer.
By the way, Glock, that thing with Windows 10, look at the image.
Now, this might look like I think it's Super Mario World, I
Oh,
think.
that's cool.
Yes, Super Mario World. It's actually Infinite Mario Brothers, which is a Java language game program by Notch of Minecraft fame.
Hmm.
Wait a minute, what?
The version of Mario they're using for this research is Infinite Mario Brothers, which was made by Notch. Doesn't this just keep getting interesting? As not only do we have a Terminator connection, as many people have put it, but now we have a Minecraft connection. I just kind of want to see this in action.
Okay. I'm ready when you guys are.
Oh, I'm finding a time code because this is like 5 minutes with a lot of explanation. I kind of want to see Mario just do. All right, 52 seconds in. We'll pick up from there and see this in action.
How about we
Okay.
go 51?
All right.
Not
I'm at
much of a difference there, but okay.
probably because Tommy couldn't click on 52.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, we all set.
Yeah.
All
Uh-huh.
right, picking up. Take a look at Mario Terminator AI in 3, 2, 1, go.
but also by simple orders given in the conversation.
Mario, don't be so happy.
Somehow, I feel less happy.
How do you feel now?
Not so good.
By optimizing Carnegie Mellon's Sphinx 4 speech recognition toolkit for the task at hand and to our German English, Mario can understand a large variety of sentences. Here you see the context-free grammar and the resulting parse tree for simple behavioral commands. Including all other possible
Okay, I'm sorry, but
sentence
you have long
varieties,
since went
the
past
whole
simple in terms of
grammar
that
is rather
flowchart.
big.
Holy crap!
Especially once we get to a flowchart like
Even knowledge
this.
manipulations are possible by means of verbal instructions.
Listen. Goomba dies when you jump on Goomba.
Yes, I got that.
What do you know about Goomba?
If I jump on Goomba, then it certainly dies.
Also, the speech generation capabilities of Mario are not scripted, but once again are based on linguistic principles of syntax and phonology combined with Mario's world semantics. The world semantics are represented by means of schema-based interaction rules, which specify an actor, typically Mario, a target, for example Goomba, other possibly important preconditions, such as Mario's health, the type of interaction with an object,
Oh,
such as
they go into a lot of
probably,
detail with this.
the expected effect of the interaction, such as object destruction of Goomba, and a certainty estimate, such as 1.0 for full certainty. Given this knowledge, grammatical sentences can be generated by parsing the relevant text of the knowledge. In our
I kind
example,
of just want to
this
watch a
would be
video of this
Mario
in
buff
action.
Goomba certainly object destruction, leading to the
I wanna
generation
just see
of the
somebody having a
sentence.
full conversation with Mario.
If I jump on Goomba, then it certainly dies.
Mario learns about his world making use of the reference principle of psychology. He starts out with knowledge about his body and then registers additional effects in his knowledge base. In fact, gained knowledge can be immediately put into sentences. Here's an example.
Mario, what do you know about Goomba?
I do not know anything about it.
Kill enemy.
Okay, I'll look for an enemy.
What do you know about Goomba?
If I jump on Goomba, then it maybe dies.
Mario's inner emotive states cause behavior determining drives. For example, Mario will collect coins if he is hungry. Whereas, when he is curious, he will explore his environment and autonomously gather knowledge about items he does not know much about yet. To reach self-selected or instructed targets, Mario is able to plan action sequences. To do so, he uses an improved A-star algorithm with intelligent potential field heuristics. By improving the distance to goal heuristic and the A-star tree expansion, and adding search parallelization, impressive behavioral sequences can be generated on the fly.
Wow.
Mario, exit the game.
Do you really want to exit the game?
Yes.
Goodbye.
Thank you for watching.
Huh.
Well then.
I want a copy.
Hmm. That is impressive and complicated as all hell. In all honesty, 'cause I'll be honest. Like half the terms he threw out there, I'm just like, what? The what now? The who's the what's it's? Yeah, that's impressive. See why this made the rounds on all the gaming sites. Yeah, but any other thoughts about this?
No.
All right. Well, we've got no articles to talk about, but you know what we do have?
Some releases.
Yes, and we have a lot of releases, and by a lot, I mean 6, which is more than our normal.
Hmm.
All right. You might be interested in this first one, Glock.
Do what?
You might be interested in this first one, Glock. I think.
Hold on. Gotta get it up.
We got Saints Row. I can't pronounce that word right now. I keep wanting to not
Oh,
pluralize it.
Saints Row Get Out of Hell.
Yes, Gat Out of Hell coming 27th. PS3, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC. Tobus get to the stream of it, showing it off earlier this week. I believe you can purchase it. It's a standalone from Saints Row 4, so you can just pick it up if you want it. You ain't gotta have Saints Row 4 for it. First Person Lover coming out the 28th on PC.
Okay, I'm curious. What the frick?
I don't want to know. There are things in this world I don't want to know.
Battle evil forces with the power of love?
Oh God.
Player. What?
Like I
I
said,
have
I
to
don't want
see
to
this
know.
trailer. I have to see this trailer.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Come on, load.
Well, while Galac's watching that, we got Rockin' Racing Off Road coming for Wii U 29th. Supreme League of Patriots coming out the 29th as well on PC. Life is Strange coming out on the 30th for 360 PC, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Or not PC, PS3. I am flubbing words really hard right now. And I believe the most anticipated release. Yes, it is. The most anticipated release, I think, in the next couple weeks. Bloodborne comes out February 6th
Ooh.
on PlayStation 4. That. Oh no. Oh no. What? How was First Person Lover? Because if it's not a porn game, I'm disappointed.
You've gotta you.
Well, clock's broken half now.
Pretty much.
We all need to watch this now. Now.
No. I'm scared. Okay, I will watch this first to make sure it's actually suitable for viewing on Twitch.
Yes, please.
'Cause
Thank
I'm
you.
totally expecting a
It's
porn game at
suitable.
this
It
rate.
doesn't show anything. I promise.
I die of watching it. I'm checking myself before I fucking clear this, because I'm like, no, I don't care.
But it's
This
not
sounds
the
like a porn
same.
game in the making.
It won't be the same experience.
Wow. Why does it have to make a reference to that game? Also, no.
Come on, please,
Nope.
please. I
No.
want to hear
Nope.
Tommy's reaction right
Nope.
now. Please,
No.
please.
No, there's a little bit below the waist that's like, nope.
But it's blurred out. It's not
It
showing.
is implied as fucking hell. No.
So is Saints Row, but they stream it on Twitch.
Nope. Also doesn't help that it references that game, and that makes me go, nope, even more.
but, 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 but.
God damn it.
I
We're
don't
moving
even
on.
understand what this game is about.
I don't know, and I don't care.
But I love.
We're moving on to quick draws.
Oh.
And I am going to talk about my Let's Play, which the first episode is up on the YouTube right now because it went out yesterday. And you should all go watch it. As I make terrible voices. Very, very terrible impressions of various characters. That's going to become very common in this game. So, as I said in the botched recording, if you get a problem with that, meh.
Meh.
Yes, meh.
Okay.
But yeah, it's Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. It's a... I'm guessing you watched it separately from the stream.
Yeah, but no audio, but I didn't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
No.
No.
I couldn't help it. That was too great of a freaking troll.
Oh, God.
Also,
That
hide the
was
best
great.
595.
Just
Or
opens the
959.
freaking door and it's this random guy.
Anyway, quick draws. Path of Radiance play. Its first episode's up on the YouTube. It is a no character death, recruiting all characters possible run. So expect plenty of deaths and botched recordings that you may not see unless you stay to the end of every episode. Someone try to have something at the end of every episode.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, don't worry. That one thing I discussed you with will probably be an end of the recording one. Or an end of episode 1.
Oh, Lord.
So yeah. Expect that weekly on Thursdays from here on out until it's finished. I'm not sure how long it will go, but we'll wait and see. And there might even be guest commentary if one of these two decides they want to hop in for an episode.
I might.
Maybe.
The only catch is you have to actually you either participate with dialogue or you sit back and listen to me voice all the characters.
I can participate with dialogue.
Good. I'll make sure I bring you an episode with a certain character because you'll fit him.
Oh, God.
Yay. Okay.
All right. That is my quick draw. Is my shout out to my Let's Play. Tommy, your quick draw is probably a bit like mine.
Yeah, it actually kind of is, but it's simply because it was something that actually got thrusted in a little early. I was planning on doing it, but I was actually kind of wanting to get ahead on my Halo Hasso stuff, which yes, the video should have went out today, but yeah, this week's is going to take some extreme editing. And I just didn't feel like it. I'm still fairly pissed at the freaking level. But anyhow, it is the Dust Let's Play that I started up last week actually. Periodically I'm going to interchange that with the Halo Hasso ones. I'm not sure if it's going to be like a every other week thing. It might just be one of those when I get tired of doing Halo, I'm going to go over and toss the dust one up. I don't know for sure yet, but yeah, basically with that one, I'm running all the way through it. Since we haven't really done anything pertaining to it with the story, even though the three of us have all played the story, this Let's Play is going to focus a little more on just kind of having the story out there. I might come back at a later time, and I just lagged out of the TeamSpeak server. I might come back at a later time and, wow, TeamSpeak hates me. And, do one at a harder difficulty, I'm not sure. And yeah, I know
Well
TeamSpeak
then.
lagged us out.
Yep.
Yeah. I just
That's
kept rolling with it on the stream.
oh.
I never lagged out. It was only y'all two. So my
I
guess
know
it's
it.
y'all's. I'm guessing
It's
it's
Damn
our
it.
Charter then.
internet.
It's fucking charter.
Charter's screwing us up again.
I figured because I heard you cut out immediately, and I'm just gonna cut out after a while, and I'm like, hello.
Yeah, there was nobody talking, so I'm sitting here going quietly, and I'm just like,
I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna sign in
no.
on my tablet and see what happens.
Okay.
That way I can find out if it's my computer or if it's the whole connection.
okay.
But yeah, what I was saying, this one's focusing a little more on just the story. I might go back through later on a hard difficulty and see how bad I die. Not sure on that one, but yep. So anyway, Glock, off to yours.
All right, mine is about a game that coincidentally was actually brought up in
The releases.
the releases.
Well, I have to fix your link here real quick.
What was broken about it?
For some reason, you have www.http.com.
How the hell did...
I have no fucking idea.
Wait, what?
Yeah, somehow your link... Fuck you, YouTube ad.
Your link created
Somehow-
a second .com in there.
No, for mine, it was right. It just forgot the colon somewhere in there.
Oh, mine was like www.http.com / and then a regular
Okay,
link.
how did it break so badly?
I don't know. I assume that somehow screwed up in the process of you doing the editing on it.
Well,
That's
here's the
something
original link.
I
so-
fixed it on my end.
I fixed it on my end. I saw what it was.
Okay.
It was just one of those. Wait a minute, something's not right here.
Yeah. But, anyhow.
Go ahead.
This game is about a girl who can time travel. Well, not really time travel, but manipulate time.
There's a difference.
Yes. Time travel is usually used when jumping an extended period of time, as in like hundreds of years. Time manipulation, you can rewind so far, you can, move forward so far. So with time manipulation, she can turn back time to a specific period of time that she commands, but I'm guessing the game won't play out quite the same. I'm guessing the game will kind of have you'll release it, you'll rewind it to a specific time or to a time where you can actually save something or do something. I'm honestly not exactly sure what this game really is.
Oh, that's good. 2 weeks out of it, like a week from its release date.
But I mean, the reason I say that is because it reminds me almost of like, okay, remember how Take-Two, or not Take-Two, what the frick? What's their names that does the Walking Dead and
Telltale.
yeah, it kind of reminds me of that, but with the slightly different art style. And one thing I have to say I thought was pretty impressive about it was the little things that Don't Nod did. To make it feel more as if you're controlling a video or a camera.
Okay.
What they did was they added in this recording burn and relapse and what's the word? Celluloid effects. They also included double exposure as your rewinding time, which makes it all seems really cool.
Okay.
But all I have to show you right now is the trailer because I don't want us to sit through an 8-minute thing. Which, I mean, we can actually sit through the first minute and a half, and you'll see what I'm talking about with the celluloid effects. And then we can watch the trailer, and y'all can kind of get more of a feel for the story itself.
So we just playing the trailer from the start?
You want to watch the trailer first, or you want to...
The trailer on the separate link?
Do you want to watch that first?
I assume that's why you have it linked. You said earlier you linked that you were linking a separate one because you didn't like the player from Game Informer.
Not the player. I don't like the video because it's so long and it kind of draws out. But the first minute and a half of the video itself actually gives a pretty good perspective of the game.
Well, I got the YouTube video queued up. That's what we're talking about. If not, I'll have to reopen the article.
Go ahead and reopen the article.
Okay. So we're playing the video there.
We're playing the first minute of that video, and then we're watching the trailer.
I'm making sense.
What do you mean I'm not making sense?
I said now you're making sense.
Okay.
He can't hear.
As soon as
are
the
you ready?
article gets... What the... Okay, that took forever and a day to load up. Alright, I'm set.
Tommy?
I'm set. Also,
Alright,
before
well-
we get started in the video, thank you, Awesome Dude 1356 and iLexus for following us on Twitch.
Cool.
puts us
We
at
got 2 new
59.
followers.
That puts us at 59. Alright.
Alright, starting up the video in 3, 2, 1, go.
A king player!
Pause.
No!
Okay, what happened?
It was not cooperating. I had my mouse over the play button and it would not take the click.
One of
Oh,
the
wow.
main features of
I
the
had
game
mine at 1
is
second and I
the
waited the
for
extra second and it
max
restarted at
speed
0 and I'm like,
time. We knew we wanted to do
Okay.
something with the rewind mechanic that we had explored in Remember Me, and we started thinking of what can it mean in another context, and we started to bounce ideas around. Very soon this idea of choice and consequence and being able to rewind them came about. You know, what does choice mean when you're able to rewind through them? We really wanted to have the player feel powerful also with this power, and to really feel that he can change the scenes and come back in time.
The game could exist without the rewind. It could be an classic adventure game, really interesting, I think, but this new layer allows the player to have a different experience, be able to see the direct consequence of a different choice. You could be happy with the outcome of the first episode, how it ends, and regret maybe later your choices and wish you have do something different. The player will want to have several walkthroughs to make sure they see all the outcomes.
When you're dealing with some
Alright, we'll
time
stop
struggle,
here.
you need to define
Okay.
clear rules in order to be sure that it's...
Now, that does bring up a very specific topic that I forgot to mention before. This is going to be an episodic game, just like The Walking Dead and just like The Wolf
Everything
Among
Telltale,
Us.
everything Telltale does essentially.
Yep, everything Telltale does. This is going to be an episodic game, which I'm kind of curious as to how they will do it.
Telltale's the only one that's really had success with episodic games. In all honesty, I think everyone else who's tried it. The episodic game hasn't really came through with it. Like
Yeah.
the last major one I can think of outside of Telltale was Alan Wake, and that was just more how the game was presented.
No,
Right.
because you had that game. Oh, it was based off of the show. It was this big sci-fi show.
You mean Back to the Future, which is a movie?
No. Show. Like, quite literally, it was on sci-fi.
Defiance?
Yes!
Okay.
That game's setup was sort of episodic.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, so now we'll go ahead and move over to the trailer so that y'all can get a feel for the game itself instead of what the developers felt of it.
Okay.
Alright, everybody queued up?
Yes. Yes.
Alright, starting up the YouTube video in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh god, it's a high school setting.
Because you're playing a little girl.
That is a tricky setting. I'm just saying to do these days.
Yeah. Yeah.
And through time? Huh? So there's time jumps in the story?
No.
That's what it's implying. Because there's time jumps in the story that you are focusing on different parts of her life.
I'm not sure if it's the same
Oh
person. I
no,
don't think it's the same
no!
person.
You do not bring that game up when you're trying to sell your game. No.
What?
Heavy
Heavy Rain?
Yeah, don't.
That specific part makes me think that it's not time jump through her life.
What?
What that makes me think is that's like her sister.
That makes no sense considering the editing.
Yeah, I know. It makes no sense, which makes me even more confused, but makes me interested all the same.
That confused me outright because I'm like, okay, they're implying that you're focusing on her, so he's different. Oh, God, do not make. That's making me think of Beyond Two Souls. And that is a terrible thing to make me think of. That story is shite. Utter shite. I don't. I would hope there's a better explanation of what the fuck's going on with this game.
And
I
believe
really
we're
hope
up
so
to.
too, because
I believe we're up to follow number 60. Thank you, Chanarino. I think I said it right. If I didn't, then feel free to chew me out in chat.
hang on.
What? Looking up the Wikipedia article that tries to explain what the fuck's going on in this game. I am seriously confused now, because I'm just like, but that's what you're implying with this editing. So it's not what you're implying with this editing. Then...
Okay, story.
It makes sense.
Main characters of the game are going to be Max Caulfield, Chloe, and Rachel Amber. Let's see. Life is Strange takes place in the fictional town of Arcadia Bay, Oregon, where senior student Max Caulfield returns after a 5-year absence. Reunited with her former friend Chloe, the pair will attempt to uncover the uncomfortable truth behind the mysterious disappearance of fellow student Rachel Amber.
Okay.
Where
Why?
the frick does time travel come into this?
I don't know. I also saw there was a comparison to Stephen King novel, and I'm like, oh god.
Stephen
Oh
King's an
no.
amazing novelist.
Have you seen his movies?
Movies suck, but I'm talking about his novels.
That was just my
Life
initial
is
thought of like, oh no.
Strange. Life is Strange will utilize the non-linear gameplay element, dialogue trees, repopularized in point-and-click adventure games such as The Wolf Among Us and The Walking Dead by
Whoa, whoa,
Telltale
whoa,
Games.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Back up a second. Did they say dialogue trees brought about by Wolf Among Us?
Repopularized by The Wolf Among Us
No,
and
it
The
did
Walking Dead.
not. No, 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 no. No. You know who did repopularize dialogue trees?
Would you let me finish?
Sorry. I go ahead.
And role-playing games like BioWare's Mass Effect series.
Okay, I was about to say, whoa, wait a minute.
You wouldn't let me finish.
I'm sorry. That just made me go, nope. You put
Um,
okay. Just gonna say this now. You put Mass Effect first because that's who the fuck repopularized it first. Telltale has done. Telltale are the only ones who actually do more with it. But if you're gonna say who's done a lot with them, it's those two. Although Bioware was first.
yep.
Just saying.
Okay.
True.
Of the Gamescom 24 demo, summary was about how Max returned, hoping to make amends to her friends Chloe and Rachel. Um, when she visits Chloe, she's dealing with the death of her father and her strained relationship with her stepfather, exploring parts of the house. Max reflects on past events brought up by artifacts within the household itself, a stain on the carpet, old artwork that's fading in the sun in the backyard, but photographs of Chloe before the death of her father, a happy and carefree young woman. When the two reunite, Chloe is a completely different person, both in spirit and appearance. She acts out of rebellion, partake. Chloe's the one with the dyed hair.
Well, that's helpful.
Max is the girl that can control time. That's
Alright.
probably why she's been gone for 5 years. She probably wasn't actually gone for 5 years. She just jumped 5 years ahead.
That's a possibility.
Partaking in casual use of pot, dyed her hair blue, and now sports tattoos on her right arm. Max explores Chloe's room while Chloe lies on her bed and smokes passive aggressively, demonstrating her anger toward her friend by paying little attention to her. Exploring the room, Max discovers missing person flyers for their friend Rachel. Chloe explains that Rachel befriended her when she left, and they plan to move to LA together. Chloe thinks of Rachel as her angel. However, at some point in time, Rachel disappeared with her boyfriend, a man who changed her life. Changed her life is in quotation marks. Many believe that Rachel merely ran away. However, Chloe doesn't believe it for a second. Max decides to help Chloe investigate the disappearance of her friend.
That's a lot more helpful than that editing. That editing implied a lot, something very different than what you just read off.
It implied that she was actually that this was all her just re-experiencing her life through different eyes, right?
No, I was expecting like a time jump in the story. Like this was the main character at three different points in her life, as someone in high school, someone maybe in their college years, and then in their adult years. Because there was her, because you had three different people shown in quick succession.
True.
That that is all the editing implications I saw. I guess
Okay, that's a fair point. So yeah, we've got that. So that was Life is Strange. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on it because this looks interesting in my opinion.
And as I disconnect from the server and I can tell the piece had done the same, please bear with us as we have technical difficulties yet again. Oh boy, great.
soon as I say I didn't time out, boom,
Great.
literally time out.
I timed out.
No,
and guess
no,
what? Guess what? It's
What?
connection. It's not my computer.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, so as I was saying, that is Life is Strange. I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on this because I don't know what has got me interested in this, but something's got me interested in this, and I
Prob-
want to find out what.
I must say it's probably because you can't figure the damn thing out, and your natural curiosity is pulling you towards that.
That's a possibility, just like First Person Lover pulled me toward that trailer.
Anyway,
By the
What?
way, I want to point out something. I tweaked the 75 follower one simply because one, my copy of Vegas 2 for 360 isn't functioning at the moment. I'll just leave it at that. Vegas 1 does not like my 360, and while I have them both on PC, if I'm going to do them Let's Plays, I would rather do them co op. So I changed it. It's going to be Half Life. I'm thinking I might do Half Life and Half Life 2. Not sure.
Ooh.
If I do that, I'm going to start with Half Life 2. Just going to point that one out. But
Okay.
that's at the 75 follower point there, so yeah. I don't expect that for at least another couple of weeks or so.
Well, I believe that will wrap us up for this week.
I believe it will.
And in 2 weeks on, I need a date, February 6th. We'll be
Oh,
live
wow.
once. Yeah. What?
I did not pay any attention to that. Wow.
What did you think I was going on about?
No, when the next TGS. That's my birthday.
Well,
I did not realize that. Oh, I knew it'd be one of our streams, but I didn't think to figure out which one. Well then.
mine's on a SWTOR stream if it goes for that long.
You know it will. We keep procrastinating on stuff.
Well, I said if it goes that long.
You know as well as I do it will.
Yeah. We'll still be doing SWTOR in April, maybe.
More than likely.
I would think at that point we've hit like in game.
I would hope, but
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Anyway, folks, in 2 weeks on February 6th, check us out here once more for all sorts of gaming and the news discussion. As more things will probably bewilder us in 2 weeks, as who knows what is to come in this wonderful industry we have. So for Glock and Tommy, I'm Peace. Good night, everybody. We'll see you then.
As always, you can find the Gaming Saloon on our site at tgstgsr.org. Don't forget to follow us on our social medias, on Twitter by following at TG Saloon, on Facebook at facebook.com/thegaming saloon, on Google Plus at google.com/plus tgstgsr.org, and on YouTube at youtube.com/tgsaloon. Till next time.